Dear scholars, this video is about the next parts of speech, which is verbs. What is meant by verb? A verb is a word that shows what the subject is, has, or does. It means verbs tell the state of the subject, possession of the subject, and the action of the subject. Accordingly, verbs can be classified as to be verbs which tell the state of the subject, to have verbs which show the possession what the subject has, to do verbs which show the action of the subject, and beside these some other categories are also there. Separately, action verbs can be considered as the another category. Here are some of the examples of the verbs: is, have, do, play, etc. Remember, to be verbs, to have verbs, and to do verbs, these three categories are considered as primary verbs in English language. Let us learn about the first category, that is to be verbs. So, once again I repeat, to be verbs show the state of the subject if they are used as a main verb in the sentences. They also perform the role of helping verbs if they are used in continuous tenses and simple tenses of passive voice. So according to tenses, here are the different forms of the to be verbs you must learn according to tenses. So first, present tense. In present tense, these three words are used as the forms of to be verbs. Which are those? Am, is, are. In past tense, there are two only. Which are those? Was and were. And in future tense, there are two structures. First, shall be, and another one is will be. Remember, shall be is the structure which can be used with the subjects I and we, which are the first person pronouns, and will be is used with all the subjects. That is what in modern English you can use the structure of will be with all the subject including I and we. Let us learn about them in detail. So here is the table according to subjects. Here all are the pronouns. So what to be verbs can be used with the pronouns if they are at the subject places? How can to be verbs work in the different tenses, that we will see. Let's begin with the first, present tense. So in present tense, if the subject is I, so what to be verb can be used? It is am. So your sentence will begin with I am. If the subject is you, your sentence will begin with you are. Next, he is. Next, she is. It is. These all five are showing the singular form or singular number of the subjects, and next three are about plural one. So how they will work? Let us see. We are, you are, and they are. So if you write any sentence at that time, if the subject is one of these eight, you have to keep in mind the different forms of verbs, how they work. Remember, if in place of he, if there is a name of any person, for example Mahesh, so the sentence will become Mahesh is. And in place of she, if the subject is Sita, the sentence will begin with Sita is. In place of it, if there is a subject a lion, so your sentence will begin with a lion is. And if in the place of they there is a subject students, so your sentence will begin with they are. Sorry, your sentence will begin with the students are. So remember, if the subjects are third person singular, at that time verb is used with all of them. If the subjects are plural, which it may be first person, second person, or third person, you need to use the verb are. Let us discuss about the next tense, that is past tense. So here are the structures. If the subject is I, so your sentence will begin with I was. If the subject is you, your sentence will begin with you were. Next, he was, she was, it was. So these five are in singular forms. Remember, in place of he and she, you can put the names of boys and girls in singular, and in place of it you can put the name of animal, bird, thing, etc. Next three are of plural. So here are the structures: we were, you were, and they were. In place of they you can put any plural noun, for example children. So your sentence will begin with children were. Next category, sorry, next column, which is about future tense. So how it works, let us see. If the subject is I, so your sentence will begin with I will be. You can also write I shall be. Next, you will be, he will be, she will be, it will be. Next one, we will be. So instead you can also write we shall be. Next, you will be, and the last one, they will be. So will be is the common structure. In modern English it is used with all the subjects, but you can also use shall be with the pronouns I and we. Remember, if there are proper nouns in the sentences, at that time also you can use the structure of will be. So if I say Mahesh, so you can start with Mahesh will be. And if any plural subject is there, for example boys, so your sentence will begin with boys will be. So here I hope you all will understand how to use, or which forms of to be verbs are used with the different subjects according to tenses. Let's go ahead. So here is the exercise or assignments to you all. What to do? Let me explain by giving example. So let's begin with the first sentence. So here first sentence is I dash a student. So here in the place of blank you have to put the proper suitable to be verbs. So if you think of the present tense, which form can you put? Am, right? The sentence will become I am a student. But if you think of the past tense, then what can you use? You can use was. So the sentence will become I was a student. And if you think of future tense, then you can use shall be or will be. So the sentence will become I shall be a student or I will be a student. So that is what the first sentence can be written in three tenses, that is present, past, and future. So the same way you have to write each sentence in three tenses. So I hope this assignment will help you understand the uses of to be verbs according to different subject and tenses betterly. So that is what about verbs and to be verbs.